did know hot cocoa, so I don't know how long I'm supposed to put my milk in the water. I mean milk in the fridge. I don't know how long I'm supposed to warm up the milk for. I'm sorry. But I'm just going. I feel like this hot enough. Cause it's hot. And hot milk is it just seems weird, but I wanna try this, so here we go. I should get a spoon, huh? We talking about marshmallows. Where the marshmallows at? Oh, I see them. Ugh. This is just like Nestle, the strawberry milk, but warm. I think. Here I come in. I think this is. I want to wait till I'm in here to try it, but my mouth is watering. Okay. I think it's stirred up enough. Oh my gosh, y'all. I lied. I already tried it. It's so good. Whoa. Hot chocolate is really good. And it doesn't taste like warm chocolate milk. Oh, that's really good. That is really good. This is my cup I use. But, okay, y'all. So let's get into it. So I haven't ate since yesterday. And, okay, 30 seconds. Yeah, this is, it's not even like smoky. I left that in there for like 2 minutes. Hold on, let me open the window for this. You want someone to pop out? It's kind of cold outside. Want the window crack a little bit? But, yes, y'all. So, I'm about to eat because I'm starving. I do not be trying to look cute. I be trying to get on live so that I can give y'all the info. I tried to do a little poll, like set up a little poll to where it was like each little gift or donation or whatever. I don't know how to set it up, how everybody be setting their stuff up, like how you see my background is regular. I don't want to use no green screen and having a post like my cash app right here and then whatever donation. So how I did it was like every shout out or I mean every donation or every gift, it'll be I'll get up and dance or whatever, or I'll shout you out. But I don't know how to set that all up, so we just gonna wait till another time. But so y'all, right now I got some new evidence about David. So from my knowledge, is David, I mean not David, LAPD just found a whole bunch of new information involving Celeste and David. Now, last that I heard was that they felt like David, it wasn't just David. I've been telling y'all since I first found, I've been telling y'all since the first time that I found out about it that I felt like it was him and his manager. And now he ain't the only one. That lets you know something. So let's see what he got to say. Flocko.
Is really dying. And we just got some bombshell new information that I think changes this entire case. And honestly, I'll be real with y'all. If this case isn't solved within 30 days, if the perpetrators, whether it's David or whoever committed the murder of Celeste, if it's not solved within 30 days, I fear it will never be solved. And honestly, the worst part about all of this too is knowing deep down inside that if Celeste was murdered anywhere else other than Los Angeles, her murder would have been solved, her perpetrator would have been in jail, a trial would have been starting by now. But because she was murdered in LA, and they're absolute nincompoops, right? They're idiots. LAPD is lazy. They don't solve murders. They don't solve crimes at all. There's nothing funny about this situation, but this new bombshell update from LAPD would really make you chuckle in a sinister and sad way.
Sinister and sad?
just released a bombshell, an update on the case.
Okay.
After discovering Celeste dismembered, right, limbs tore apart from her body, wrapped up in a trash bag in the trunk of a Tesla, LAPD has finally said, okay, right, after months of investigating this, we are suspecting that this was a homicide. Excuse me? If you've been following this case, you know that LAPD has literally refused to consider this a homicide. They have investigated every other angle other than a homicide and a murder. And you ask yourself why? Like,
because they're getting paid, duh.
Idiots, bro. They even tried to get off that this could have been a drug overdose, and the people around her just panicked and tried to conceal her body. Like, what? Where would that line of logic lead?
How?
This kid had an overdose in the home that she shared with us. We feel terrified that maybe we could get blamed for contributing to the delinquency of a minor. At the very least, we get condemned socially. At the very most, we get a delinquency to a minor charge and probably do about 1 or 2 years in prison. Cool. Now, they are faced with that reality. And we believe that they would trade that 1 or 2 years of social, like condemning, with, hey, let's just take the body, dismember the body, chop it up a little bit, right, rip the limbs from her torso, put her in a trash bag, throw her in the back of a, no, not back.
This is good.
The trunk of a Tesla is at the front. Throw her in the trunk of a Tesla. And then what? Her family.
But I don't want it right now.
20, 30 years go by.
Well, I'm gonna sit it right here. I'm gonna go get some water.
Where she is, the family would just be perfectly okay with never hearing from their daughter again. You must have, at some point, somebody would have came looking for her. Somebody. And if it was a drug overdose and you chop up the limbs and wait, let's say a year or two, and the body fully decomposed, or God forbid, you guys like go down the other route, which is like y'all done add like her to a fire, y'all done burn her and cremate her. Now there is no trace of what the cause of death is. All they know is one of you guys, right, dismembered his body and burned it and cremated it. And now you're looking at a murder investigation. Why would anybody choose that reality over what it would have been if it was a drug overdose, which is delinquency of a minor, social condemning, but for the most part, you're not spending the rest of your life in jail.
You're saying that
you're spending a majority, so it might as well be the.
Who the LA.
Let me tell y'all one thing. Anybody that'll go to jail, I can't specify the time, but I feel like any amount of time is gonna change you, right? But I specifically feel like if you do anything, any amount of jail time over 3 years, 3 or more years, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to snap back for reality. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be very hard for you to snap back to. Like, people look at it like, oh yeah, 3 years ain't nothing. And 1 or 2 years is a long time. So you mean to tell me 3 years not going to change nobody? Oh my God. You couldn't even see me this whole time, YouTube. I'm so sorry. I had to go get some water. Because, I mean, I like the hot cocoa. But it's really creamy and thick. But, I did see on the package it say you can make it with water instead of milk. And I made mine with milk. But I'm glad I did for my first time trying it. I made it with milk because it's really good. But you know, it's a little too thick. All right, let's keep on watching this evidence, okay? Because David is sick.
PD has its sights set on with respect to what happened to Celeste before, during, and after her death, correct? Correct. Welcome to the Two Angry Men podcast. Mark, the singer David is in big trouble. We now
Ooh, look at this big old goodbye.
And I can give you this 100%. Although the medical examiner has not yet determined cause of death, nor has the toxicology report been given over to the LAPD robbery homicide unit is viewing the death of Celeste.
That's how I feel. Even 2 is crazy. Like, I feel like any prison time, jail time, whatever, is gonna mess them up. Like, being in there and being out here is 2 completely different things. You experience so much different stuff within a year. Like, do y'all notice that everybody who goes to jail or prison for a long time, when they come home, they all do the same thing? What they do? They do the same shit that they did when they was in there. Oh, yeah. Oh, let me show you how I make my soups. We call them noodles, baby. They're called noodles, ramen. We don't call them soup. It's not soup you eat with a spoon. I know it got broth in it. Keep it coming. Or when the ladies be like, oh, give me your crayons. This is how I used to do my blush. Baby, you not in prison no more. Calm down. You not in there no more. Get that shit out of your mind. A lot of them, when they come out, they feel very entitled. Like the world owes them. Like, oh, yeah, I missed out on this. Y'all got to give me this. Who? It wasn't our fault that you went in there.
Revis as a homicide. And David...
And let me say this. I don't care what the media trying to put out about this little girl, Celeste. I don't care if she was fast. I don't care if she was disrespectful. I don't care if she beat up the neighbors. And it was videos of her arguing with the neighbors across the street. I mean, across the little thing from the neighbors' doorbell ring camera. Like, I don't care what this little girl was saying or doing. She don't deserve to leave this earth. That's just how I feel. She don't deserve to leave this earth. If you're not fond of somebody, if you don't like somebody, it's many things a way to get around them. I promise you, the most pain that somebody can ever endure is the pain of them not being in your life. Promise you. Thank you, 6ix9ine, for the likes. I promise you.
A suspect.
They could have just let that girl call the police on her. Call the police. Yeah, you would have got in trouble. Call the police.
I am told is that at least one other suspect.
His manager.
Not necessarily in connection to the murder. It's in connection to dismembering the body. I think that all has to do with a mysterious trip to Santa Barbara in the middle of the night last spring. And I got details. What do you got?
David had a 9-month head start. The private investigator said Celeste was murdered since February. 9 months to cover all tracks as a multi-millionaire. Excuse me?
Yeah, he's not going down for this.
A shred of evidence left. 9 months to cover all tracks, to think about what happened, go over what you did, recover what you did, cover what you did. Oh, no. It's over with, bro. The only way they would ever find out exactly what happened is if one of these weirdo anime watching obsessed gore kids who's involved in this murder as well, if they snitch. But the police is able to get snitches to tell because they got something on. Hey, bruh, we'll let you get off.
First off, Flacco, you talking about weird anime watching. First off, I watch anime. I love anime. And I really do support you, Flacco. But you short, fat, thick bitch. First off, don't talk about nobody that watch anime. Flacco, he been doing a couple things that's been making me not like him lately. And I really like Flacco a lot. You thick, short, stubby, Vienna sausage built bitch. How you gonna sit up here and talk about people who fucking watch anime, talking about weird anime watching, and you a gossiper just like a bitch? What is you talking about? No, anyways, like I was really about to say, it's him and his manager. I've been saying this since I first found out about this. Before they even found out it was 2 people, I put 2 and 2 together. His manager, he's about to come up, and all of a sudden he got this little girl pregnant, cause she was pregnant when she died.
On this other shooting you did, if you tell us what happened right here and cooperate against David. But these ain't street dudes, bro. They don't got an array of crimes for you to get them on. No, these is weirdo anime watching weirdos. They don't got nothing.
What?
And they holding it down more than the street dudes. A group of street dudes would have had an informant by now, let them know exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
These kids is holding it down and they ain't telling. Because of course there's multiple people involved. Of course.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I get what he's saying. He gotta call it weird anime though. But it is some weird anime people. However, he basically saying like, Okay, yeah, they know what's going on with David because he do be putting certain shit in his discourse. I heard. Okay.
Body to an isolated desert
I'm done with
to
the house now.
dismember it, rip the limbs apart from the torso, put it in the trash bag. And I believe the only reason why they even brought it back to that house, because when they raided that house, what they found chemicals that was used to like disintegrate a body.
Mm.
The plan was bring that body back, use those chemicals at a large scale to remove all evidence this body even exists. Hello, I'm your child and I'm in prison. What?
I don't play commercials on my lives. Thank you, Terrence, for the rose. I do not play commercials on my lives at all, you guys. Unless it's one of my friends. I mean, unless it's somebody. First off, I don't feel like anybody who go live or have a platform should be advertising for any big company, unless they paying you a meal, because they already got the advertisement they need. You're a big company, Morgan and Morgan. They got a lot of people advertising for them, and they already a big company. I advertise for somebody who's selling their CDs for free. And that's what type of advertising I'm gonna do on my page. Like when I do become rich and famous, y'all, when I do the lives like this, just because I'm gonna choose, like, depending on how long I be on there, I'm gonna shout y'all out. Just because I don't want nothing from it. Oh, I'm full. Damn, I wanna eat this egg though. I got my y'all can only see my couch. Excuse me, because I moved my table over here. Free will.
Said that all of your sources had dried up, like very, very.
I do want the mustard off of there though.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
And the reason.
Oh, he got sources.
By the way, my surmise, wild speculation, they not only got the records that support your, what you're saying is 100%, that he took a trip to Santa Barbara County, but they now also, and you may have reported this, I'm not in the weeds on the TMZ feed, but they've got his social media and have tied up social media with some of the trips, and they've got cell phone records that they have poured over, and they have triangulated this to the point where it's almost, it's eerie. I saw this 10 years ago in another murder case that I had, but when it was in the infancy stages, they've got a chart at LAPD that you would not believe. They've got this thing down to a timeline that's almost by the minutes triangulated to the location, if you could believe that. And it's not just one source. When I say triangulated, it's media, social media, cell phone, Tesla, other, and all I'll say is other kind of GPS tracking devices, if you will. And it's really.
Hold on, I'm gonna get some soda.
Father used to joke,
This cocoa ain't getting finished. I don't know.
They actually have elevated their game, and this is quite a feat of investigation so far.
That's fascinating. So let me tell you what we know, because it aligns with what you just said. That in the spring, David took a trip to a very remote area of Santa Barbara County in the middle of the night and spent several hours there. We have also been told, yes, there is another suspect, but the suspect is somebody they believe helped him dismember the body. Because what we were told on multiple is they believe that more than dismembered the body. I think they can conclude that just by looking at it. I mean, look, Jeffrey Dahmer dismembered a body completely, and he did it alone.
Yeah.
So there's some reason that
it's the cut,
he had help.
the force, and the angle.
I've already learned before of somebody driving the Tesla back to the house and parked it. Now, the body was in the trunk when he drove that Tesla back to the crib. Police was able to positively identify and ID the person, but it's unclear whether or not they are a suspect as well. So, of course, multiple people were involved. You think a multi with a bunch of flunkies around, you think he's going to do his own bidding? Absolutely not. At all. No. And this is just not your average group of kids. No, these are kids to 23 years old, so these are adults.
Right, what the fuck are you talking about?
Not of
I don't understand that. Flacco, you like my age. I really don't know how old Flacco is. I'm 29. Anybody that's 21 or over, you're an adult. What are you talking about?
group of people who are just normal people.
18 just mean you grown. 21, you're an adult.
Obsessive when it comes to gore. In that Discord,
Until you get that teen for y'all,
people being murdered and killed. So
let me tell you this: until you get that teen off of your number, your age, you are still a teenager. You're just grown.
people who are that obsessive with gore, of course they.
It ain't no more thinking you grown. You is grown now.
They have watched endless true crime and know how to cover their tracks. I knew for a fact after this new report.
I'm gonna take a nap. It's 2 o'clock. I ain't even no content today.
Right.
I'm tired,
this
y'all.
is their first time.
I really am. I'm exhausted.
TMZ and the police dropped a new update earlier today that the body was apparently.
I'm probably gonna do like 5 videos at 3.
Like the manner in which the body was frozen wasn't just a normal man. No, it was like a permafrost method. The body was frozen, right? It's some type of like permafrost method, and because it was frozen in that method, the cause of death they no longer know. They can't give the cause of death because it was frozen in a manner in which would conceal the cause of death. So hence, them trying to figure out, was this a homicide? Was this strangulation? Was this a drug overdose? They can no longer discover.
It's premeditated.
Even created more legal challenges now when it comes to prosecuting people involved.
It's premeditated.
Whoever did this.
Y'all went that far. They went that far to find a substance that once it freezes the body, it can no longer. That's premeditated. Because you have to find stuff like that. You have to search up stuff like that. You don't just know nothing like that off the dome. And if you do, you still searched it before.
Experience in doing this. And they've done it before. Because the average person ain't thinking about this. Hey, yo, if you permafrost the body, it will conceal the cause of death. Oh, huh? Look, bro, I'm terrified, man. Because there's somebody out there, bro, who got a lust for blood.
Some major developments in the Celeste Rivas death. TMZ has learned that her body had been frozen. And when it was found, it was still partially frozen in the back of David's car. And it was in such bad condition that we are told the medical examiner may never be able to establish the cause of death. So here's what we know. When the body was found, it was in terrible condition. It had been decapitated, the torso was intact, the limbs had been removed, and this is really important because remember, the body had been sitting there for days before it was finally impounded and then the body discovered. And it was still, the body parts were still partially frozen.
So that means they really, really froze the fuck out of that girl.
We are told that when the body first went to the medical examiner's office in early September, it was listed as an apparent homicide, but that was just from what seemed obvious, that the body was cut up into pieces. The medical examiner is having a really tough time right now trying to figure out what the cause of death was. We are told it is likely the cause of death will go undetermined because of the condition of the body and the fact that it was frozen and the fact that it was cut up the way it was. So we have told you that we know David is a suspect, and even if it is undetermined,
that's so sick.
You can still move forward as
like, why would you do that to her? What, like
the LAPD is viewing this as a homicide. David is a suspect. We know this.
I'm convinced we're dealing with a serial killer here, man. Whoever did it.
Yeah, they said they froze that girl body to the muscle, to the bone.
Are y'all capable of concealing and dealing with a dead body in this regard for months? First off, I don't even know any one of my friends who will drive in a car alone with a dead body. Bro, we is punks, man. We punks, bro. Damn.
I mean, I ain't scary, but that energy you'll feel, it'll be annoying.
I can't even imagine, bro, having to deal. We move the body from this place to this place to that place, dismember it, cut it. Oh, nah, y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it, bro. And LAPD, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, bro. Waiting months to say, okay, yeah, we think it's a homicide now. You think? Let me tell you something. Yo, LAPD is so serious, bro. Crimes don't get solved in LA. I'm telling you right now. Yo,
They don't?
If you want to commit, LA is the perfect place for criminals to go. Crimes don't get
That's
solved.
crazy. I thought Detroit crimes don't get solved. I would expect
LA
LA because they bigger.
No
Oh, thank you, Turk, for the
nothing.
roses, honey. I appreciate it. I didn't see that. I'm so sorry.
Or towing a car.
I hope he come back. I'm sorry, Turk. I did not see that. Thank you, sweetheart.
You can drive through LA with no insurance, no nothing, and the police won't even bother to pull you over and do their job.
They
They're
don't.
just lazy people in general. But y'all let me know in the comment section what do you guys think happened here? All right, what do you guys like? What's your
Well, you just told us what happened.
Put it in the comments. What's your official?
All right, I'm gonna go back to watching One Piece. So I'm about to lay right here until like 3 o'clock. Well, I love y'all. Y'all need to stop like that. I'll see y'all later.